Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 4 of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles 2 Resolve. Last time, we proved that basically we made a connection that basically the poison stolen from Susato's father's lab is playing a role in this case. And we also managed to prove that a reporter was on the scene who is going to be the next witness. So let's get going. Back to the court. It's time to steal ourselves once again, then. Defense attorney Ryutaru Naruto.
Yes? Reyes put her faith in me now and told me everything. So I can't let her down. I have to prove that what she was telling me in court is true. And CzarThwomp cannot read today. I have to prove what really happened that day.
I hereby call this court to order as we reconvene to continue the trial of Ray Mamambi. Prosecutor Ouchie, have you summoned the new witness?
Before I address that question, Your Excellency, I have some very important news to share.
Oh?
What news? And why does he look so happy about it? During the recess, I managed to find out that, sure enough, I am not impotent. I proved it by exerting my confidence and basically saying, "Hello, nice lady. Do you have any bathwater for me to have?" And she said yes, and I got some bathwater. I don't think that's what being potent means. I know what I am. I take my victories. During the recess with the collaboration of Professor Mikadoma's laboratory at the university, the police re-examined the knife that was used to end Miss Jaziel Brett's life.
Excellent. I admire your rapid handling of the matter.
Oh, too kind, Your Excellency, too kind. I was merely carrying out your instructions, of course.
I had the region delivered to the police headquarters by rickshaw so it would be there in good time.
But judging by the man's swagger, I fear we might need to brace ourselves for the inevitable. And, counsel, what were the results? I'm going to end your whole career. This dagger, which was so cruelly used in the life of the victim, has no traces of poison anywhere along its blade. What? Are you sure about that? I would stake the reputation of the police on it. All zero of it.
Armed with the Regent, the test is extremely simple. They couldn't have made a mistake. Yep, the weapon's been updated.
In short, the accused's feeble excuse earlier has been utterly destroyed. Now, the prosecution is ready to call the new witness.
Ah, the newspaper reporter who managed to capture a photograph for the crucial moment. Good. Very well, officer. Bring in the witness.
No trace of poison on the knife. But if that's really the case, how could the toxin have entered the victim's body? Witness, please say your name and occupation for the court.
Right in Menimemo of the Shoyu News. I'm what people like to call a journo.
What's a journo, Father? Do you know? I think it may be a slur. Quickly, do you have a telegraph?
Why do you need a telegraph, Susato?
I need a telegraph.
And Susato sends off a telegraph to Barack Benzeeks. Hold on a minute, my Nibunese friend. I'm getting a telegraph from overseas. What the heck is a journo? What is a journo, Susat? What is a journo, Mikatoba? No, I don't know what it is. I go around tossing assumptions out. Automatically, I apparently have to be known privy to all of the slanderous terms. It's simply a contraction of journalists. I'm there while the news breaks, putting pen to paper to catch those scoops so they're in print the next morning. They don't call me the hero of the Herald for nothing. The nice guy of news. Now this case is really giving off those incel vibes. I swear, between Host and Naga going on, there is much you don't know about women. With that pose, to this guy being the nice guy of journalists. That's how you know some red flags are being drawn. This guy is part of Hosanaga's subreddit, isn't he?
Oh, so it was you who took this photograph, was it?
Well, what have we here?
I'm sorry?
Oh, brace yourselves, people. Menimemo senses a scoop on the offing. Female student up to foul play, defended by curiously handsome young lawyer in Supreme Court. This is ye old Spark Brushel, everyone. The readers will lap this up. We'll set it above the fold at 72 point in a 5-leg format for the morning edition.
Huh?
Right then. Let's start with your name.
Oh, it's Ryutaro Naruto.
Next, what made you want to become a lawyer?
I wanted to reform our country's legal system, I suppose.
Ryutaro has suddenly become very ambitious, I see.
I just borrowed Kazuma-sama's dream for a while. By the way, my name is Takatsuchi Aochi. That's Takatsuchi A-U-G. The so-called dark horse of the Supreme Court. My objections strike near every defense lawyer's heart. I am the dark horse. I'm the white knight who rides the dark horse. I am chaos incarnate.
No, the readers won't buy that.
What?
You look like you buy bathwater on the internet. Witness. Yes. What this court demands to know is whether or not you were responsible for the taking of this picture. It was delivered anonymously to the Imperial Police Bureau only yesterday. Yeah, I wouldn't be a journo if I didn't click when presented with a scoop like that now, would I? Sometimes stories call out to me. Sometimes I have to chase them down. But either way, you've gotta be fast. Like Sonic the Hedgehog. Gotta go faster, 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 faster. Fast legs to run with and a fast hand to write with. It's no good if you don't note it down, I always say. That's what I call a Menimemoism.
Menimemoism?
Oh yes, I remember your face. We met that day when you were interviewing myself in Soseki-san. Yes, right. That was me, Menimemo again. But you were supposed to be going back to the Shoyu news offices after our meeting. But the scoop is I didn't. Because that English woman's words had piqued my journalistic interest.
Miss Brett's words.
A criminal will have to do what she pleases just because she happens to be a British citizen. It's horse dung. This country's judiciary is rotten to the core. The Supreme Court rulings aren't worth the paper they're written on. The police are just imperial pawns. And then Hosonaga just warps behind. And then Menimemo. What? Why do I hear boss music? And then basically Hosonaga just teleports right behind Menimemo. His glass is just glowing.
Can't you repeat that again? To Mr. Tattle? Stay your tongue, young man! There are complex political issues at play!
Well, anyways, I quickly jotted down those words she said in my Menimemo pad. Try saying that 5 times fast. Are you ready? I'll read it out. It's all here, right? Here we go. I should like to go with everyone to see your country's coast. And how dare she watch the ocean! I will end her now! The serious criminal going to some junket? The people need to know about this! That's why I decided to sneak after him. To get the woman's story so I can hammer her in the press. I will get her canceled on the newspaper. This is what happened before we canceled people on Twitter.com. Do you mean to say that you did indeed witness it firsthand? The grim scene portrayed in this photograph? Oh yes, I saw it with my very own journal eyes! From start to finish, through the viewfinder of my trusty camera. I named it Clicky. Thank you, Menimemoisms. You will now give a formal testimony to the court. You will state exactly what it is that you witnessed at the event surrounding Miss Brett's death. The main shot was made of shoddy old reed screens, so there was plenty of gaps I could see through. The English woman was sitting on a stool when the student girl came in and started arguing with her. Seconds later, the girl pulled out a knife, throwing the English woman to the floor as she stabbed her in the back. My smoldering journo spirit burst into flames. Quick as a flash, I whipped out my camera, ready to click. I pulled apart the rough weave of one of the screens and poked the lens through the lens for the perfect for the perk shot. CzarThwomp, you can't speak anymore.
Read screens, you say?
Right. You can see them clearly through that great shot I snapped. The hot walls were just screens made of coarsely woven reeds. Yes, it allows the breeze to pass through and bring some relief from the summer heat. And it was a breeze for me to poke my camera through and see the whole thing hotting up.
Ignoring for the time being the appalling invasion of privacy involved, did you witness everything that happened from the moment the defendant entered the hut?
Oh yes, I saw it. I saw the whole thing from start to finish.
And you say that you took the photograph through a gap in one of the screens.
Luckily for me, they were pretty shoddily woven. I pulled the reeds apart and thrust the lens of my camera through the gap. Would I get away with it, or would I be seen? It was a gamble of a lifetime.
A tenacity for purpose that's considered admirable in a journalist, I suppose.
Run a risk one day, run a scoop the next. That's a Menimemoism in a nutshell. I am going to start a religion based on this. And then meanwhile, 100 years later, Spark Brushel, he's worshipping a photo of Menimemo. He's basically, I worship you, Menimemo. You have inspired this journalist today. Journalist inspired from the blast from the past. Journalist receives inspiration. End quote. At last, it would appear we have a genuine witness to this wicked crime. The evidence and testimony are extremely compelling. I believe we may be close to a verdict.
No! Yes! Wonderful news, Your Excellency! Wonderful!
Nevertheless, it cannot be denied that this testimony begs one very large question.
Which question?
Exclusive news, a startling photograph, all the makings of an exceptional story for the reporter. Why, then, was the story never published?
Oh, that's right!
It seems clear to me that there are circumstances at play here that are yet to be understood.
Ha! More pathetic excuses!
Very well then, Counsel. Proceed with your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Excellency. There's more in this report than meets the eye. He's keeping something about this case very close to his chest.
Okay, let's check the evidence. Basically, we're definitely going to be using the pen against him because of basically the fact that it has the same symbol as his armband. Okay, nothing really we can see there. Blood on the knife. Okay, from behind. Okay, shoddy screens. Stool. Like his lair, pulled out knife. Okay. Okay. Sit back and start examining. Press. Press it.
Hold it.
Okay.
What made you want to see what was happening inside the beach hut in the first place?
Call it journal instinct. Can't you think of a better reason?
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps because as well as being a proven criminal, the person inside was a young woman?
Ah, I see where you're going with this. Brace yourselves, people. He's painting the journal as a voyeur. Unfortunately for you, unfortunately for you, good sir, I am a nice guy, so I don't do that.
It's highly slanderous, sir. You had a camera and you were taking pictures without the woman's knowledge.
Nope, you've got it all wrong, little student boy.
Sorry.
To my mind, all that was inside that was a scoop. Nothing more, nothing less. Scoops know no gender, man or woman. It's all news. That's not even Menimemoism. It's basic journalism.
If only the courtroom was as indiscriminate.
Right, so if that's all buttoned up, can we move on? Tell the court then, witness, what sight befell your eyes when you looked inside the hut. A sight that vindicated my journal instinct, that's what. When I pulled back the reeds, I could see all as clear as day.
Hold it!
Oh, my mucus is starting to get to me.
So you actually saw Mbambi-san entering the hut?
Yup, and she was raging like my journal spirit.
And the argument you mentioned, what was that about exactly?
You stole it, I didn't steal it, that kind of thing.
Talking about the poison, I suppose.
The student girl walked right to the English woman and really started laying into her. I mean, if she'd laid into her anymore, there would have been eggs. The man should have been an author. His descriptive talents are wasted on journalism. But the student's rantings fell on deaf ears, like a Japanese person listening to English for the first time.
He's really ought to work on his similes first, though, to be honest.
Anyways, the point is, that woman in the dock was mightily angry.
And her temper finally got the better of her, it seems. Dear me!
Which was the climactic moment that I caught him on film.
Hold it! Do you swear before this court that you actually saw the precise moment when the stabbing took place?
Ha! The precise moment? I didn't see just that. I saw the whole hellish scene play out. From start to finish.
I have here a simple plan of the beach hut. Perhaps you could use it to explain to the court exactly what you witnessed.
Right you are! It's all here in my Menimemo memo head. When I first peered into that, I'm sure that the Englishwoman was on this stool at the back of the hut here.
Yes, the accused's own testimony confirmed that. She just sat at the back of the hut smiling sweetly, is what I have noted down.
It's my turn to testify now. Try not to interrupt. Then the next moment, as I was watching, the evil student girl entered the hut. After a while, the pair of them ended up in the middle of the hut, arguing furiously. Fists were thrown, cups were tossed. I think someone was flipped. It was all hectic. The Englishwoman went for the student, but the girl dodged out of the way. And in a flash, plunged the knife into her adversary's back as the two passed each other. What you describe as a grim crime indeed. Never sugarcoat the truth. That's what Menimemoisms says. The beach hut plan has been entered.
By the way, Menimemoisms, whilst you were watching that terrible scene unfold before your eyes through the gaps in the screen, did it not occur to you to try to prevent the tragedy rather than capture it on film?
Then what good would that be? Journals have to be observers. We can't get involved. That's our reason d'etre.
So you didn't converse with Miss Bray at all?
Obviously not. An observer always remains on the outside looking in.
And that's something to be proud of, is it?
Your Excellency, if I may. Yes, Professor? I think the witness's last expertly praised statement should perhaps be added to his formal testimony.
Father, were you?
I will grant the defense's request. Menimemoisms, you may supplement your formal testimony with the aforementioned statement. Well, nihilism is the foundation of Menimemoism, but I'll gladly prove that my words aren't meaningless. I'll have you know that I have my own subreddit that I also manage, as well as moderate Hosinaga subreddit. I am the subreddit king. I never want to. Yes.
Objection!
Pen.
Menimemo-san, until now, I've had a firm belief that newspapers are in the business of uncovering and publishing the truth.
You're spot on there. And the press doesn't lie, which is why I'm proud to wear the emblem of the Shoyu news on my arm. In a way that's more Menimemoism.
Sadly, though, it seems that the journalists who write for those papers, don't always share the same passion for the truth. What are you suggesting with those recriminatory words, Counsel? Menimemo-san, do you recognize this fountain pen?
We'll answer that in the next episode. I know that this is a bit of a shorter video, but frankly, considering how long the last few videos have been, I think this would be a good time to end things off. Anyways, I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. Like the video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever they want. With that, I'll see you next time. Bye.